Social movements are punctuated by great stories. When I hear them, I am drawn into the most tangible sense that the people of these stories, they truly lived. They were passionate about what matters most. That the practical work of their hands was motivated by a deep sense of calling. It connected them to the everyday lives of others with an invitation to participate in something greater. In that moment, it appears that the invitation, it extends beyond the time in which the story existed, and I find myself hearing somehow this story deserves to continue.
So there's a guy standing in our cafe in a Salvation Army uniform. So I sparked up a conversation with him. Jordan told me the story of Hamodava Tea Company. I'm thinking, here's something I've never heard of, but something that really resonated with me.
Herbert Booth, one of William Booth's sons, who was in charge or the commanding officer for that area, he decided that the Salvation Army should go into the tea trade. So he set about setting up what was known as the Hamodava Tea Company in 1897. He really saw an opportunity to tap into this as a way of the Salvation Army being very present in everyday life, but also a way of practically funding the work that the Salvation Army was doing. I don't even think they realized they were doing this, but one of the other things that Hamodava achieved at that time was a very early model of what we would know today as fair trade or ethical trading.
These guys were like game changers, they were world changers back in their day, so they were way ahead of their time, and we can tell their story again in a really authentic way, and it's something that people will really want to hear. I emailed Jordan and said, hey, come in for a coffee, I've got this idea. Turned out he had also had a similar idea percolating away. We ended up forming an idea of my coffee company collaborating with the Salvation Army and bringing Hamodava back to life.
You can look back through newspapers from this time when Hamodava was around, and they always talk about it being at weddings and at social gatherings. People would bring Hamodava out and lay cups of Hamodava out at the town hall or civic meetings or down at the YMCA. And one of the things you always see them talking about is how it's the social cup. It's the social cup because it brings people together. It's the social cup in the sense that it's socially responsible. The social cup is about social action. It's about social justice.
I've been in the coffee industry for almost 10 years, and here's an organisation that we can partner with where we can communicate a story that's actually making a difference in people's lives. The great thing about Hamodava is that this is a legitimate reason to show off what the Salvation Army is doing and for people to connect with it.
And that's why it's back. Coffee lovers can share in this simple philosophy, choosing to drink the best quality coffee and knowing that the satisfaction they gain from drinking it is only part of the story. It all begins with a portion going back to the Salvation Army's frontline social work.